Okay. I think I'm gonna start it even though there's people talking in the background right now. I'm in my car at the beach right now. Of course, I didn't realize it was Saturday, and even though it's super gloomy out here in LA, people are still here. This lady talking. This lady talking. People over here talking. Apparently he died a year ago. There's a lot of distractions right now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or edit it out. Let's put my pizza on the floor. So I found this at Goodwill. Stickers on here. I hate that they put these like the worst stickers possible on there. Like ruins and everything. These stickers, they do. It's an incense burner. My grandma doesn't like incense, so I don't burn it in her house. I burn it in my car. I got these for Christmas. I'm barely opening them. Say good fortune, which I fucking need because these past 2 weeks have just been a real life struggle for me, you know, like it was just like one thing after another, and I feel like I can't catch a break. Is this one or two? Two. Wow, okay, let me try. Put it right here. It worked. Okay, let's see if it actually falls in. I think this should have been a little bit longer, but I'm not the artist. It was a Goodwill artist. We can start seeing the smoke, of course. Of course, it's blowing like right in my motherfucking face. Close this. Okay. I think I'm fucking situated. I don't know. I feel like burning incense because I needed to clear my energy, clear the energy in this car. My car it didn't get broken into because maybe I think I might have left my car door unlocked. But either way, it was robbed. That's what I've been saying. My car was robbed because it wasn't broken into. It was robbed. They stole my podcast stuff. They stole my AirPods. They just stole a whole bunch of shit. My sunglasses. Just a whole bunch of shit that I'm not gonna be able to get back. Obviously, you know, I was really sad the first couple of days, but at this point, it is what it is. One of my friends told me, they're like, what's up with, because it was just like, that was like the cherry on top to the week too. It was like I wasn't having the best week either. One of my friends told me, she was like, what's up with your energy, you know? And and I felt like I was like, she was like, what kind of energy are you putting into the universe? And I really like had to think about it. I'm like, is it me? Am I putting this bad energy into the universe? And I just was really thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, it's not me. Like, I don't have terrible energy, or like and I don't consider myself a bad fucking person. I just think bad things were happening to me, you know. And I know like bad things need to happen in order for good things to happen. So like I truly believe in that. And I just think it was like one of, you know, life is a roller coaster, you know, there's ups and there's downs, you know, it goes up and down. So I think it was just one of those down moments, and I feel like I'm leaving. I think it was just one of those down moments, and I just needed to write it out. I needed to show the universe, like, even though you sent this to me, it's okay, you know, like I can live without a lot of this stuff, and it's really all material things, and I can buy it again, or I don't fucking know. And also I asked the universe to take out any negative energy or negative people out my life, and I got robbed. So I think maybe some of the objects in my car was holding a lot of energy that needed to let go. And then I lost my keys, my house key. Okay, so I take off my car key. So thank God I have my car key. But my house keys, all that is fucking missing. I don't know if I mentioned I'm at the beach, and for some reason I thought it was gonna be empty and I was gonna be able to record this video in peace, but it's fucking Saturday and I didn't think about that. And people were still gonna be at the beach even though it's fucking gloomy and ugly outside, you know? And I'm just like, this is real life fucking California. Like, people just going to the beach through this ugly ass fucking weather. But what do you expect? It's fucking California, you know? Finally this lady is leaving. I already recorded like a version of this video that I thought I wanted it to be, but it wasn't. You know, I watched it and I was like, I feel like this is fake. I feel like I'm fake. I feel like I'm not being like my authentic self, and I feel like that's what I've been really holding on to these past couple of weeks, like just being authentically me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything, you know? And I was watching the video and I'm like, I hate this, I hate all of this, and I think I'm gonna record it again. And I was thinking about like where I wanted to record. Let me see. Okay, I was thinking about like where I wanted to record, what I wanted to look like, you know? And I came up with this, like, being in the car at the beach, because one, I live with my grandma, you know, she has a daycare and it's amazing. I'm proud of her for having that. It's a blessing. But there's so many, the house is, I feel like, is the daycare, really. Like, even though we live there, it's still the daycare house, you know? So the stuff there isn't really mine, you know? It's not really mine. I don't feel like it's really like the daycare. I live at the daycare. The daycare doesn't live at my house. I live at the daycare. So like my car for me is really my safe space. My car is where I do a lot of my thinking, my unwinding, my crying, my everything I do in this car. And the beach is also where I like to go to, like, unwind, clear my head, relax, like, get away. I journal here. I listen to music if I have to. I sit in my car. I went to Blaze Pizza, ate half of my pizza, and then sat here and made this video. But that's just what I like to do at the beach. So I thought, like, if I want to be authentic, why don't I go to a place where I feel my most authentically self? And it's in my car at the beach, chilling. But there's hella people here, but it is what it is. I guess I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lizzo Gutierrez. 10 minutes in, 8 minutes in, 9 minutes, who cares? My name is Lizzo Gutierrez. I live in Los Angeles, California. I was born and raised here. Most of my life I grew up in Santa Monica. I know, Santa Monica. But I went to school in Santa Monica, and then I lived like in Inglewood and Lawndale and LA and places like that, because it was too expensive to live in Santa Monica. But my parents wanted like a better education for me. I guess being in a richer area means better education. So yeah, I would commute to school, wake up super early, but none of that is important. I kind of want to talk about like this journey that I'm on, my confidence journey. I wanted to tell this story of how I remember when in elementary school, how you know, there was like theater classes, there's like theater classes, and a theater teacher would come and we would have a play. So we had one of those in my elementary school, and you know, we were just doing warm-ups and having fun and being silly and stuff like that. And I never really noticed. I mean, I always knew I was the bigger girl, you know, but like nobody ever made me feel like the bigger girl. But I remember it was theater class, and we were just, you know, doing the warm-ups, and I think we had a jump or something, so I jumped, and a boy goes, "Did you guys feel that earthquake?" After I jumped. And I think that was like my first memory of being bullied about my weight. And I was just like, I was so hurt, and I was so in shock, and I didn't cry anything. I was just like what an asshole. He embarrassed me, really. He embarrassed me, and I was just like, what a fucking asshole. And I think that's kind of, I guess that's my first memory. So I guess I started feeling, I was more aware of my weight and my size then. And I was always the girl who stood in the back of the line because she was the tallest. Always the girl who stood on the top, I guess, like the top bleachers when it was picture day, you know, how it was like the class pictures and it was like the shortest to tallest. I was always the fucking top fucking row, standing up. And I was always more developed than everybody. I got my period in 5th grade. So yeah. And then of course your family, you know, I come from a Black and Mexican background. Of course my fam, not really my dad's side. They're Hispanic, but everybody's pretty big there. Not big, but thick, you know. We're not like a skinny family. But my mom's side, they're a skinny family, and everybody's skinny on my mom's side. Everybody's skinny, nice boobs, nice butt. And here I am, the little mixed child who's got a little belly, you know, whatever. But they would always make like little comments about my thighs or whatever. So I just grew up a lot with like little confidence, not thinking I was beautiful because of my weight and just like other shit, you know. And then school too, you know, the girls who always get told they were pretty. I wasn't one of those girls. And but my family members, like my dad's side, will always tell me like, you are so beautiful, oh my god. And I'd just be like, they love me, you know, they love me, they're supposed to tell me I'm beautiful. But I just never really believed it. I never really believed it in myself or saw it in myself. But I never thought I was ugly. Okay, I don't know if I just said it, if I thought I was ugly. I never thought I was like considered one of those beautiful girls, but I never thought I was like considered an ugly girl either, you know. I thought I was just like, she's just a girl. And then my weight, so I was just like, you know, the boys aren't interested in me, type shit. And then I got into college. And I gained a lot of weight. I was super depressed. I was on birth control, and it was just fucked me up. And I got off of birth control. Was it then? Yeah, I got off of birth control. And I was just like happy. As soon as that shit was pulled out, I was just like, I feel like a brand new bitch. I got off of birth control, and I remember in middle school I would tell like my friends at the time, like, I want to cut off all my hair, like I want to have short hair, you know. And of course your friends in middle school, they're like, oh my god, no, do not do that, like why would you want to do that? And I just like believed them for some fucking reason. And I think after middle school I just kind of let that thought go. But in high school, I think I brought up one time to like one of my teachers who had short hair, and I was like, how does it feel to have short hair? And she was like, I love it, like you should do it, I love my short hair, blah 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 blah. So I think I thought about it one more time in high school too. But not until college, where I told my friends, like, first I kept bringing it up, I want to cut my hair, I want to cut my hair, I want to cut my hair. And honestly, I think my friend got tired of me saying it, and she was like, well, fucking do it, just do it. And there was these other girls who lived with us, and they were like, I know a guy who cuts hair, I can tell him to come over. And then my friend, I was like, well, come, tell him to come right now before I change my mind. So she was like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, like, tell him to come. So the guys came and we shaved. Everybody, like all my friends at the time, everybody took a turn, like, or whoever was there really took a turn to cut like a little piece of my hair, and we just cut my hair. It was pretty like life-changing moment, honestly, and I don't regret it. I cried, of course, and I went through a lot of emotions, and also being like a mixed girl, like I had curly hair, so like my family was like, how could you do that to your hair? Your hair is so beautiful. And I was just like, this is what I want to do. So yeah, and then once I cut my hair, I felt like I was truly myself. Like I felt truly beautiful. Like I would look at myself and be like, wow. Like I feel like it was the first time I really saw myself. Like I'm tearing up because I feel like it was the first time I really saw myself, like who I was, just me. I don't know why I'm fucking crying, but it was just like me really looking at myself and be like, wow, you're fucking beautiful. Like I was just like, look at you, you're fucking beautiful. Like I was just in shock, like, of how beautiful I was, and I was so in love with my hair, so in love with my short hair, and I was just like, I was just so surprised. I was just like, why did I wait so long to do this? Why didn't I do this earlier? And I think that was like really my journey, just loving myself more and loving myself for who I am. As I also had, like, besides being insecure about my body, I was also very insecure about my personality. People always told me I was intimidating and I was mean, and and I just really believe I was a person that nobody liked to be around, or and maybe at one point in my life that was true, and it was just my energy was bad, because I was dealing with my own shit, and so maybe at one point those comments were true, and I wasn't somebody who people wanted to be around because I just had negative energy. And so I started going to therapy, started looking into myself, and just understanding my emotions and those intimidating things. And I was just like, maybe I'm not intimidating, maybe I'm confident, and maybe that is what is intimidating. Somebody who is sure of themselves and doesn't need to be constantly reassured by the people around them. So I don't know, I think that's what it was. But I try to turn all those little things around and make it more into like a positive note, and just loving myself every day, like feeling myself. I was working, like I was on my shit, and I was just happy. I studied abroad in Barbados for 4 months and had the time of my life. It was the best time of my life. And but yeah, it's like a little bit about me. What I'm okay, I wanted to focus like on what I'm here now, and like kind of what's driving me to do this. So when I was in college, my last year, I was working at Pier 1 in Merced, and there was this lady. She was like in her 50s. I don't know, she was older, but she wasn't that old, and she was living her best life, always busy, always doing something. She worked at Pier 1 like once a week because she was an interior designer. So she worked at Pier 1 to get her discount. And like, she would tell me like, oh, I'm going to a volleyball tournament. Oh, I'm flying to New York to go see my son. Oh, like always living her life, always. And I remember telling myself, or telling her maybe too, I want to be just like you. Like, I want to be someone who's constantly living their life and the life isn't living them. I always want to be doing something. I don't want to live with, oh, I always wanted to do this, but I never did. I don't want to live with that. So during quarantine this past year, 2020, I started a podcast, but I thought it was really good practice. I ended up deleting it because I was like, you know what, this is not what I want this to be. I started a podcast and my shit got stolen. That just reminded me, my podcast equipment got stolen last week. But I started a podcast because I always wanted to. I've been saying I've been wanting to do it too. So I started a podcast. That was okay. And then I also started dating this guy, and I would buy like a lot of Fenty lingerie, and when I would wear it, I would be like, wow, like I look amazing, I loved what I look like in it. And it just made me think like maybe I want to be like I hate the word plus size model. Why can't I just be model? I'm just a model. I'm just a regular ass model, just like the skinny bitch, I wanted to be in basically I wanted to be modeling. I know there's a lot of natural body models out there, and I was just like, like I don't have a body type that a lot of society or social media shows girls what is supposed to be like, what society wants girls to look like. And like, I have a muffin top, I have thick thighs, I have arms, and I was like, like I want to show like this is my body and I'm fucking beautiful and I can model this fucking lingerie and be sexy, and people always telling me like, oh, you're cute. No, I'm not fucking cute, I'm sexy, I'm hot. See that? So that's what made me want to go into like modeling. I'm very impulsive, so impulsively I asked this guy to take my like headshots and full body pictures, and they were all right. I need to get more practice, obviously, so actually those are the ones I'm submitting. Like, they're like my first photo that I've ever took. I need more practice. I just started this journey, really. And then I posted something on Instagram, and one of my friends messaged me. She's like, Alyssa, have you ever thought about modeling? Basically she was like, have you ever thought about modeling? And I'm like, are you serious? I like, literally 2 days ago I booked a studio to take my pictures. Literally 2 days ago. And I was like, that's a sign. And then I went to go take my pictures, and I invited another friend to kind of like hype me up, make me feel better. And she was like, oh, did you see Lizzo's post? And I'm like, no. And I don't really follow celebrities because I feel like really they're just trying to sell me something, and I don't want to fall into that. So she's like, have you seen Lizzo's post? She's looking for models and dancers and blah blah blah. And I was like, no. So I was like, you know what, this is another sign. Like, let me submit these videos into there. Oh my god, my car's been on this whole time. Turn off. Oh my god, I hope my battery doesn't die. 25 minutes it's been on. Oh God. But I was just, that's kind of like where I am at now. I won't say I'm the most confident girl, you know. I have my insecurities. I'm insecure, just like every other girl. I feel that I have my insecurities, but I'm just not gonna let my insecurities stop me from what I want to do, you know. Like, I want to try this modeling thing and see if it goes somewhere, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. At least I can tell myself, like, I tried this and I put energy into it and it didn't go anywhere, but at least I tried it. And I think that's how I want to go forward with my life from now on. Just saying, like, I tried it and it didn't go nowhere, but I tried it. You know, I feel like that's really what life is about. Like, living it to the fullest is getting in tune with everything and having fun and only living, like, we only live once. You know? So, I think that's my video. 26 minutes. God, I think I might edit this down because that's a lot. But that's just who I am and where I am right now. Was of this incense burning, almost burned down. I need to clear the energy in this car and in myself. Anyway, so whatever. But that's me. Authentically me. That is gonna be my podcast name. I'm gonna do my own podcast. But yeah. This is who I am, and thank you for the opportunity if you decide to choose me, and also thank you for the opportunity even if you don't decide to choose me, because this telling me no, it won't stop me. And I believe that everything's meant to be, and if you decide not to choose me, then I wasn't meant to be at that place at that moment, you know. Maybe God or the universe, the higher power, energy, love has another path for me. But right now, I'm gonna see where this one can take me. So thank you. Have a good day. Bye.